Hi and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to our next adventure, which has gotten a little bit more adventurous because, as you can see behind me, not too far off in the distance, there's a wildfire going on. I'm heading up to San Luis Obispo County to check out the next project, which is actually something I've never done before. It's an RV. It's a 33-foot Airstream. It's a 1993, so it doesn't look anything like an Airstream you've seen with the aluminum rounded corners. This is actually an RV, and it needs a little bit of a rescue, a little bit of a cleanup, maybe some repairs, and then it needs to get down the road to a new owner. So we are helping out a friend with this project, and we're actually going to get on the road and get done pretty quick because I just don't want to be around this fire too much. The wind seems to be going east, which is where the fire is now, but if it shifts, turns west, I might get cut off. If it comes by the freeway, they may close it down, and I don't want that to happen. So we're gonna get on the road, we're gonna get up there quick, look at this RV, take a little tour of it, and then get back as soon as we can. So I don't wanna have any part of this wildfire. We've arrived at the big green barn, and there's a good sign. No sign of the RV right now, so we're just gonna walk around back. Looks like a little campsite out there almost. And there she is. All right. There it is. Okay, let's go have a look. Cool graphic on the side. Gotta love a compass rose. A little sun flare. The curtains are up. That's gonna help with the sun fading. Well, so far everything's looking pretty good. I mean, it's actually up on blocks and leveled. Curtains in front of the windshield kind of keep the sun out and the damage that can come with that fading. Windows are open, a couple of them, so screens are intact though, so it doesn't look like anything got in there. I'm seeing some tape right here where the bumper might be loose. Have to take a look at that and see what's going on, and I'm gonna look for all kinds of little things like that. Whatever needs to be done to get this thing ready to sell. The owner just needs it gone and really is kind of heartbroken that it's sitting out here, just being kind of abandoned and hopefully not going into too much decay. We'll see soon enough. And yeah, we're just gonna go inside and have a look. Ooh. It's kind of like being in a bit of a haunted house. There's still water in the water carafe here, some water in the coffee pot here, although it is kind of getting a little bit green. The sofa here looks like it turns into a bed. It's covered up. Yeah, it turns into, but that's good. I mean, at least it's covered. And some cushions down here. Oh, keys are in it. Don't think I'm not going to be turning those keys to see if this battery is still alive. I've never actually started up a RV before, so nothing this big anyway. Should be fun. Let's go check out the back end. Butcher block counter here that's in not the best shape. weird. Again, it's kind of like a haunted feeling, like there's dishes out that were cleaned and now they're just sitting here. This is also a dinette that turns into a bed, missing the table that would clip into those brackets and then drop down, allowing this to be a full bed right here. There's some jingle bells. That's cute. So just beyond the stove and microwave, we have a refrigerator. I open this up, hopefully nothing's in here. No, nothing in there. Not too bad off. I mean, there's some little bits of mold here, but dang, nothing that isn't cleanable. We'll check the freezer. This one does not want to come up. There it is. There's actual water sitting in the bottom, and that's not unusual because when the freezer freezes, it usually gets a lot of frost up here, and then after you turn it off, it melts, and then the water drips down. But having it be so old that there's fuzz on it is one thing, but there's actually, it's still sweating here, and the metal's actually cold, and it's hard to tell, but it feels like it's a little colder than just what metal would be. Maybe I'm imagining that, but kind of adds to the creep factor. Making our way back beyond the kitchen into the bedroom. Full shower right here. Let's see, we got a closet with some clothes, but yeah, not bad, and it doesn't look like there's been any animals in there. That's good. And the shower's got some things in here. The handle obviously broken off on the shower. Let's see if we can. This, there we go. Okay, so a tank of some sort. So maybe it's for pesticides. Maybe it's actually for the water because the shower wasn't working. Not certain. There's a skylight in here. It does look like this isn't sealed down. This looks like insulation, no big deal, but it has sagged and it's probably going to need to be reattached at the top. And while we're at it, there's a couple other skylights that are here too. One we passed right here, and this is, okay, this is, what the heck? This looks like a cover, something that was put over this that just does not belong here. Perhaps just to keep the water out. Oh, we've got some damage here. I think some wires back there too. And okay, so that rubbery stuff is just some tape to hold these things up. Here is a fan. This looks like it's actually in good shape. And then one more skylight here, obviously having a little bit of an issue, and it looks like somebody tried to help it. Didn't quite hit anything or screwed it into the insulation. But not damaged too bad. Yeah, crazy little bathroom, stone wall on here. Look at that, actual stones. Here's another skylight. Skylights everywhere. So again, this one looks like it's in good shape. Maybe some blue tape in there. There's a toilet in there. Got a sink. Another closet here. Okay. Again, nothing appears to be living in there, which is the worst thing that could happen. An infestation would be really hard to get over. This is a newer rig. Materials are plastic and they're not like old trailers. So having an infestation, I think, would probably be one of the worst things that could happen to this. The elements have taken their toll a little on these skylights especially. That'd be my biggest concern. The floors, they seem to be pretty solid and not damaged. Thank goodness for the curtains being up. That saved a lot of this interior. Let's head on back into the bedroom. Oh, nice spacious bedroom. Not sure what's going on here, if this had wood in it or if this just extends to create the bed. Have to investigate that a little bit. Okay, got some damaged wallpaper here, and down there it looks like damage to the floor as well. It could be that this window leaked, or it could be just that it's open and maybe there was some weather over time. Oh, you know what? It looks actually like maybe there was carpet up on the wall up to there and it came away, and so they just peeled it away. Yeah, because I think this should all be carpeted. Yeah, for sure, because this is, I didn't even realize a lot of these rigs have a textured vinyl. This is actually the subfloor right here, so the carpet was pulled out. That could have been weather. Here we go, this is what the other side should look like. Could be weather. Maybe Doug's being a little bit of a bad doggy in here, who knows? Yeah. I am just getting sight of something that is troubling, which is this right here. This is not looking good. It looks like these were put here to kind of hold that up, and I'm seeing on the other side here we got kind of the same thing. We got some tape here, this sag, this tape, a piece to hold this up. This can't be good. And if that's the case, maybe that's why the carpet got ruined and taken out. Oh my god, it's just cobwebs everywhere, spiderwebs just going all over my legs, and I'm wearing shorts and it's creepy. So I don't need really to go back there any farther. I'll investigate this roof a little bit though while we're here. Some of the plywood on the roof is delaminated, and it still seems solid up in here. This almost looks like a structural support. Not bad, it's not soft, just these pieces have come off. But this here, similar, I guess, to a headliner of a car, and it's padded, so I don't know about what it would take to replace this. I think it's still pliable enough that maybe if the wood's repaired, it could be put back. We have all these fixtures, air conditioning, lights, it tucks in behind this wall, which I don't think would be too big of a deal. Just never done it before, so it would be a bit of a trial and error, and I suppose we'd have to dig into it just to find out. It's kind of like anything else. That's how I got to figuring out trailers. You just start tearing them apart and you see how they work, and then you see how they're put together, and then you just reverse engineer it. All right, let's move along here. Okay, so delamination on the little ply sheets that are on top, and this is like foam, and I'm gonna guess that it adheres. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of the wood stuck to it, so as it delaminated and came off there, so it must go on in a sheet that has like a maybe even peel and stick, which might not be that bad actually. Okay, so taking a few notes and a little video of all of the issues so that I just kind of don't forget what's going on here. You know, the front end's looking pretty good. The bad parts start about midway through with this skylight and the roof, the deterioration here, the leak, and then beyond it into the skylight in the bathroom, and then in the bedroom too, on both sides of the wall. There's obviously been some leaking going on, and there's only really one way to tell where it's come from, because it has to stop. You have to get the leaks to stop first of all, and then you can go about doing the repairs. Otherwise, you do the repairs, get a rainstorm, and you're back to square one. So up on the roof we go. Okay. Well, starting off, I think I can see what's going on in the bedroom. And the other side, yeah, kind of the same thing. We had some damage. Looks like they tried to get at it and save it, but it didn't really work. Let's continue on up here. Watch out for this roof, make sure it's not soft. Okay, so yeah, we got a crack here. Oh yeah, the roof is separated right here. So this was put over the top of it, just screwed on in the corners. No sealant at all. Oh yeah, this is completely loose. That's soft, that wants to go through. And I'm actually not gonna go any further because I don't want to go through and end up back in the trailer unexpectedly. I've seen what I need to see up here. Let's get off of this roof. Great view though. All right, we've seen the inside. Let's take a little closer look around the outside just to see what might be going on here. We do have a beat up rear bumper here and this rubber trim, which is probably part of the bumper. And a little bit here as well, cracked. This little outlet cover is cracked. Everything else on this side anyway seems to be looking pretty good. Probably because it was facing the barn and didn't get a lot of weather or sun or anything. Here in the front, we do have this tape. Looks like Gorilla Tape. I'm used to seeing those on trailers. It really sticks, but that means that this is probably really wanting to fall off. Again, some more tape right here. And this is probably covering up a little hole of some sort. Yeah, there's something that was screwed there. I'm not even gonna bother with that. And then it looks like right here, either a bent panel or this storage door. Something about this isn't right, and it won't close. So I don't know if it got hit and bent and it's no longer rounded anymore, maybe. Some damage right here, which means that it may have run up, gotten high centered a little bit on something and bent that. Again, more of the Gorilla Tape across here. So we've looked at all of the things that are going on with this inside and out. The one thing that we haven't done that we need to check out is to see if this thing's running. So let's go try and fire it up. Clear! Dead as a doornail. Darn it, I really wanted to hear this thing fire up and come to life. But I'm not surprised. So there's a lot to consider when thinking about redoing an RV like this. The amount of damage, of course, is going to be the prime thing that you're looking at. But it's not just the amount of damage, it's the materials that were used to build it in the first place. It's not like a vintage travel trailer where you're mainly dealing with wood and varnish. Here, you've got carpet, you've got the manufactured flooring, and a lot of plastic. And those things are going to be particularly challenging to replace, if not find. They might not even be available anymore. Then there's the damage to the roof alone. That is a huge undertaking, and it's something that you have to deal with an air conditioner on top, all of the venting. I don't know enough about these things to understand if I do this, then this is going to happen. If I do that, then that's going to happen. You know, I have all of this experience with, you know, all of these trailers that I've refurbished, and I know what I'm going to get into before I get into it. Something like this is just, it's just an unknown. So as much as I'd like to help this person out, I'm going to have to pass on this project. Oh, looks like we got a little friend here. Hey, buddy. And so that's going to do it for What Would Jason Do this time. We're not going to take on this project, and we have to get on the road now so we can beat that brush fire and say goodbye to my little friend here. Bye-bye. I didn't even really think about snakes, and now I'm looking for them everywhere.